Hi there guys, welcome back. Big win for the Lions. Huge. Lions 18.
Yeah, again.
2 wins from 2.
Yeah. It shows, doesn't it? The players, if you pick the guys that are playing well, should deserve the jersey, you get the results.
Yeah, and we'll get into that big time in the review after this whole tour's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Lions put out their best team out twice, win twice, play well twice. The rest we shall leave.
Yeah.
Maori will be disappointed.
I think so. Yeah, I think they will be disappointed. I mean, don't take anything away from the way that the Lions played. I think that the guys that we had some question marks over before the game started, the likes of Lee Halfpenny, who we were questioning his inclusion in the squad at the very beginning before they left. Yeah. Put out a great performance.
He played out. He played as well as he can play. Technically, he was fantastic. Goal kicking, amazing. Just brilliant all round technically. He's just not that quick, powerful. He's not that great in attack. No. He's okay, he's not that great. But definitely the best man we've got at the moment. Gonna kick the goals. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is great. It's nice to see that one of those fringe players has actually kind of staked their claim for the test spot.
Yeah, well there's a few like that actually. There's a few. I mean, just quickly going back to the Maori, big occasion. Right in the centre of Maori rugby, I believe, where it was played. Yeah. They had a scintillating backline ready to roll and they just couldn't get it going, and the Lions forwards pretty much dominated them. Their kick game again caused them loads of problems and the conditions didn't help, and in the press conference afterwards they were crestfallen. They just didn't have a chance to display what they could do. So a shame for them, but fair play, the Lions were ruthless and pretty much smashed them in that second half. Yeah,
which is great. It's really nice to see, and that's a really dominant performance to put down. Yeah. And if we can get anywhere near that against the Chiefs tomorrow, I think we'll be...
the Lions B team, we'll see. It's their chance to step up and prove us wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some decent players in that in the Lions midweek side, so it'll be interesting to see how those guys get on, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the press defence again was awesome. Have a look at our previous video on the Crusaders to see how that works. Yeah. And the Maori just couldn't cope with it at all. No. You know, when we do a preview of the first test, I'll talk about how maybe Bowden Barrett can get around that if they decide not to run through it or round it. Yeah, His cross-field kick passes are awesome. We may see a lot of that, but that's for another time. Yeah. Anybody? Okay, what we'll do? Let's whack up the team that I think is now the form team for the test side. Yep. Okay, we'll go through that, see if there's any surprises. Tell us if you disagree. Mako George Furlong started the game, and I think they're definitely still test front row.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think they all three of them have really stuck their hands up. Yep. So I think in the hooker position, I think nobody's really stepped up other than Jamie George. Really, he's the best. Like we said, he's the best of the rest, isn't he, at the moment?
Before the tour, in our preview show, before the whole tour, I said hooker, rewind if you don't believe me, I said hooker was a relative area of weakness, as in there's no one absolutely outstanding. No. There is an outstanding hooker potentially in Dane Coles for New Zealand, but he's not going to be playing, which is a real shame. Yeah, so all round a little bit of a shame there. Yeah. I thought Mako was awesome again. I thought Furlong was excellent as well. Yeah. I mean, they are so good.
I think you need the big, powerful ball carriers, and I think against New Zealand you need all the ball carriers you can get.
I mean, let's not, take away here that the Maori front five wasn't that great. No. And they got completely dominated, but New Zealand is going to be completely different. Oh yeah. Okay. But it's still good for morale, etc. Yeah. Okay, big change. Itoje is in. He is into the starting lineup. I
would agree.
I think actually, performance-wise, he's always been slightly better than Wyn Jones on this tour. Yeah, but I've put Wyn Jones in there for experience. Yeah. But I think now it's just too much to ignore. Itoje's athleticism was awesome. He was everywhere. We're going to need that.
Yeah, exactly. George Cruz, unbelievable. He's
a man, isn't he? He's the man.
Oh, considering he's not had that much rugby under his belt, immense. He was so good.
And the line-out was brilliant. Yeah. And it's going to have to be against the All Blacks. All Black line-out was fantastic. Lions line-out looks fantastic. What a battle that will be.
And I just think for a young, relatively inexperienced player, he massively took on a leadership role in that game against the Maori. I thought he was barking the forwards around left, right, and centre.
He's not that. I mean, he's not that young, Al. Actually, he's in his late 20s. I think he's more experienced than maybe we give him credit for. But he's the man. He's absolutely the man.
Immense.
Back row. Now, I cannot see how we can remove Amani from 6. I watched him really carefully and he was excellent.
Yeah.
He's very athletic, he's very good over the ball. They say he does the dirty stuff well, and he does. He rucks well, he clears well, he secures the ball well, he carries. He does everything really well. And he's got a great attitude. He was the captain and he's great in the air, in the line out.
Yeah.
How can he not be in?
And I think that if you've got him in the side, that's where I think you can afford to have Wyn Jones on the bench rather than in that starting lineup, I think.
And Amani to captain the Lions.
Is that what you would go for?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, who else?
Well, yeah.
And he captained so well against the Maori. So that's a massive turn up for the books. All you Irish guys out there who've been commenting before saying Amani should be starting, just way before this whole thing started, feel free to tell us English guys, just type in, I told you so, we'll take that one. He was awesome. Brian again was everywhere, physical, horrible. Oh yeah, he's nasty, I like him a lot.
Yeah, so do I.
A lot. And
sticks his head places where not many people would stick him, which is great.
Doesn't he just? Falatau's class again, easy. Now, Murray's kicking was brilliant. Okay, he clears the ball as well as a 10 does from the 22.
Yeah, he does.
So you don't need to pass it back.
No.
But I still think he's slow on the break.
So do I. He doesn't offer much creativity around the ruck, which that's where Rhys Webb comes into his own for me as the alternative option.
I thought his acceleration would be better. Comment if you disagree with me. He just looks a little sluggish around the ruck. And I'm a little concerned there. But he's got to start because his passing, his kicking, his skill set's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Farrell, we heard this morning, Farrell should be fine.
There you go, he's in.
So he's in, okay. Sexton played well, which is brilliant, but I don't think he will have done enough to knock Farrell off that starting spot.
Yeah. I think just to throw one in there, they've obviously called up Finn Russell into the squad.
Yes, true.
He was outstanding for Scotland against Australia the other day.
Big win for Scotland against Australia.
Put one out there. Would you have him on the bench as you're coming on, change the course of the game with Rhys Webb?
No, I just don't. It's far too late coming into the squad. You know, if you're going to do that, he needs to be in the squad a lot earlier. He needs to learn the plays. He needs to learn the calls and the defence. Because the Lions game is now set. It's not built on attack, it's built on defence, and I just think it's too late. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a good shout, but we'll see if he gets on.
I think what would be interesting if he comes on and excels when he comes on tomorrow.
But Big has been solid. Big has been solid as well.
He has,
I just can't see it. But no, it's a nice thought.
yeah.
Okay, centres. Now, Tio was excellent again. Wow, this guy has stepped up. And Davis, I thought, played as well as Davis plays. He's super solid, really strong in defence.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The problem is, it's a little slow. He's a little slow. Who's going to support the breaks? Who's going to finish the moves? I don't know. But it's definitely the best centre partnership with him.
I think so, and especially with the likes of Sonny Bill on kind of fronting up against them. You need someone solid in defence, and
Farrell, Tio, Davis. You do not get a more solid midfield defence.
Exactly. I think that's what you need, isn't it?
Well, that's the way the Lions are going to play. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Watson and North stay on the wings, even though North had that shocker where he just didn't look at the ball and gave the Maori a try, which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
But who else?
For me, he's got to step up, George North.
Well, he's going to have to step up now in the Test match.
But he's quite a big game player, because we were saying in the Six Nations that he was pretty poor. He needed a big performance, and wow, did he put one in?
Yeah, we need it.
He's one of those that can turn it on when he needs to.
Yeah, we're hoping a little bit here, but yes, we do need that. Watson was good again, and no one's really pressuring him.
No.
So he's in, and we've mentioned Halfpenny. The big calls, I think, are on the bench. We'll leave the ones we kind of know already. Now, Wyn Jones, I think his position might be in trouble. It depends on this Tuesday game.
Yeah, it does.
Henderson was good when he came on, did some really good stuff. Laws, before he got that knock, was playing really well. So, I don't know.
For me, I think it links back to the experience side of things. And if you don't go with Warburton on the bench, I think you have to go with Wyn Jones.
Yeah, I think
even if he's
right.
not playing as well as the others.
Comment below. I think it's really up for grabs. And this Back row replacement, Warburton Stander. I think that's really in the balance. It depends on tonight's game.
It really does.
So that's the biggie, I think. That's the biggie. Comment who you'd go with. Stander clearly more carrying. Warburton maybe more around the pitch on the ball.
For me, I think Stander needs a big performance.
Yeah,
because he's been a bit average. Or they've marshalled him very well.
Yeah, and also we expect quite a lot of him, I think.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
do. Yeah.
So anyway, that one's in the balance. Webb coming on, Sexton coming on, which is good. They're, Sexton back in form. We needed that.
Yeah.
And I stayed with Daly on the bench for cover. Really, he's played okay. But again, that spot is up for grabs. With Farrell back fit, you have centre cover, so you could just have a straight back 3 cover as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's not had much game time, Elliot Daly, which is a bit disappointing for me. I'd like to have seen him...
Well, he's starting tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to see him a little bit more.
This is his chance.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, there we go. That's where we think it's at. Tiny bit of controversy, but not a huge amount.
No. No.
And then a few places up for grabs tonight, and I think that's it.
Yes.
And then roll on the test. We will do a big selection and preview of the test after the last game against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And bring it on.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Until next time, see you later.